Good evening and welcome to Talk Business. Tonight we bring you 3 inspirational stories of business ventures that has thrived in its own unique niche. From dalo farming here in the outskirts of Suva to duck farming in the flatlands of Cornevia, and then a sneak peek into a dairy farm in the north of Tailevo. Now here's Talk Business for you. Voko community was established way back in the 1990s when the government then saw the need for the former inmates, who were its first occupants, to formally establish a dalo planting business. Little did they know that some 20 years later, the Voko dalo farming community have grown considerably. In the process, current occupants, the farmers, have also ventured into planting other variety of cash crops, and Voko has established itself as one of the leading farming community in Fiji.
Voko Rehabilitation Center was founded in the 1997, and it is a community that is made up of ex-prisoners and unemployed youths, and they number to a total of 24 households. This community has a population of 118 people. That includes elderlies, women, children, and able-bodied men who farm the land. This group was formed under the spiritual congregation of the poor. And in May 1997, they acquired 223 hectares of crown land from the government.
You are telling us that it is through the denominational right that they acquired this.
According to their spiritual leader, this is what I have come to learn, that through that movement, they approached the government, Rambuka government back then, and were able to acquire 223 hectares of land that I had earlier mentioned. And the whole objective was for them to generate income so that they can lead a more peaceful, more meaningful and useful life. The idea was to also curb rural-urban drift, and also, if you may be aware, in the year 2006, a raging inferno engulfed 16 houses which were razed to the ground. So they approached the ministry for assistance, and we had then come in with assistance on vegetable farming. We had provided greenhouse materials and assorted seed material with chemicals so that they could quickly come back to their normal life. Most definitely. The evidence is all around you. If you look at the tremendous work put in by the youths and the elders of this community, the crops that are on the ground speak for itself. The main crops that this community grow is dalo, cassava, and assorted vegetables, which they market through the roadside stall, and as well as they have a market at the Suva Municipal Market. And last year we came up with a project plan where we assisted them through a total budget of $13,269. Through this program, we were able to buy them a power tiller. This power tiller was supposed to assist them with the mechanization of their small-scale vegetable farming and bring about efficiency and productivity on the farm. As you may have witnessed on the roadside, they grow assorted cabbages, which is Chinese and mustard cabbages. They grow beans, they grow mbele, and they grow coriander. And they are able to market this very well through their roadside stalls. Under this scheme, we also provided them with 40,000 dalo suckers. 20,000 was of Uranibonu variety, and 20,000 was of the Malekandina variety. The Ministry of Agriculture, as part of the project, has conducted a series of training programs so that they can implement what is in the project plan. And very successfully they have done it so far. Part of the plan was also to assist them with the agro inputs, within included the chemicals and the fertilizers. And we also assisted them with the transportation costs to cart their poultry manure to their farm. And I'm glad to say that they have now been able to harvest 50% of their crop and have earned an income of $11,000. The harvesting commenced in the month of May and is now expected to conclude by the end of August this year.
Are there other areas the government is thinking to help them with in terms of probably helping them expand or go into business ventures?
Most certainly, the Commissioner, we are grateful to Dio Suba, the Commissioner Central's office, in partnership with this line ministry. We have been able to come up with a project plan where we have constructed this road to a tune of $30,000. This has opened up more areas for farming, and as you see, there's a lot of potential around, and their close proximity to Lami town and Suba city and to the exporters will do wonders in terms of their production and marketability of their farm produce.
Voko will continue to develop, and its record has spoken volumes of the amount of work contributed by its occupants so far. Irrespective of the personal attributes of these occupants having a record of being former inmates, the effectiveness of the rehabilitation program they have undergone in the past 20 years speaks for itself. It is possible Voko will expand beyond the objectives it was initially established for, to be a simple Ndalo farming community, now proving itself to be a well-organized subsistence and commercial farming machinery. It is not easy to run a duck farming project, with all sorts of challenges that comes with the administrative and procedural process of keeping the business on the move. Keeping the duck population on a balance relative to selling and breeding is also a major factor that determines expenses used on the ground to ensure farming machinery runs smoothly. Fortunately for this duck farmer, the government of the day has stepped in to alleviate these challenges, making his business thrive. With the primary objective, duck farming here in the flatlands of Coronivia can grow to become a reliable source of income that can also be a source of employment for other people.
First of all, this farmer named Rahul, he had been doing duck farming for the last 10 years. And he was very fortunate to be captured in the self-help project assisted in the first quarter this year. We fund him with about $10,300 to build the duck shed, as you can see, which has been compartmentalized into 8 rooms, from small ducks right one to the big ones. As we came across the house, there is one pond already existed, with the big ducks going around. Those are the ducks that are ready for sale. We managed to finish this project around the end of April, and he got all the ducks into the room around the end of May. And probably sometimes soon we should be able to have the fisheries department bringing the tilapia breeds, which can be another commodity for sales. And one fortunate thing about this farmer, this is one displaced farmer from Tonga in 2009. 5, he was displaced from Tonga due to the expiring lease, and he managed to bought this freehold. And he was also fortunate to be part of the Cornivia Cooperative Society.
Are we looking at a revamping of the cooperative society relative to this? The cooperative concept was around for a long time and then it just died off slowly, but it looks like it is coming alive again.
Exactly. I think the reform for the cooperative needs to be recaptured again, as most established farmers, they have experienced the benefit of establishing as cooperative member, and then you can detour after you can have strongholds in terms of finance thereafter. I think the sales, as we know that most of the outlets, first of all, most of these, in particular, if you look at the duck commodity, most of them are in Suba. But we are so fortunate to have one here, so that it can capture all the buyers around here in Nosuri area. So the turnover, it looks like 10 by 50 every week. 10 by 50 every week. That's quite a big, substantial amount.
How does the ministry monitor these kind of projects? Do you have researchers on the ground who go around to collect information that can give you probably reliable information that these farmers are really doing well commercially?
Well, we are also working on the IRD framework, which is the Integrated Rural Development Framework. And we are very fortunate that Team Central, led by the Commissioner Central, take the lead role in getting all the divisional heads. That will be also including the Principal Agricultural Officer, Crop Extension, as well as the Divisional Fisheries Officer, Central for the fish, and the Divisional or the Principal Agricultural Officer in the AHP, that is Animal Health Production. They are all giving in their reports to us. So at the same time, what we are saying is we are monitoring as a team.
Finally, as to the assistance that you gave the farmer here, do you expect something out of him in terms of economic returns? As in, do you expect him to do profit, to make profit?
Definitely yes. We have been, I think, the economic perspective in terms of profit making, we are liaising very closely with the Ministry of Strategic Planning, as well as the Animal Health Production and the Crop Extension to give us fingers as we follow on.
Like all farming projects, financial accountability remains a key issue. For Rahul's duck farm here in Coronvia, this is also the case. But one thing is certain. Once the breeding and selling cycle is in place, complemented by a vibrant purchasing climate, Rahul's duck farm will certainly grow beyond the comfortable zone it is in at the moment, reviving an ailing industry that can become a powerful and reliable income earner.
This dairy farmer here is Mr. Philemon Netapui. We can see him as we get in here. And in 2012, it really it was amazing, and it was surprising too that he took the best dairy farmers of the year. I mean, that's a national farmer competition, for the best dairy farmer. And he's 72 years old. Looking at his age and the achievement that he made, we came and asked if there's assistance that we try to like reinforce and make it to sustain his achievement. So in 2018, last year, he requested for, if you look across this, the cow feeds, he planted just beside his house, and he requested land preparation. So we can see now he is practicing the zero grazing, the dairy farming. That's zero grazing, that he don't live in make paddocks for. So the cows comes in, have a feed, and at the same time he milk. That's zero. So he's planting all the food for this for the dairy, for the cows. Yeah. In Central Division, in most cases there is a problem with the accessibility to the dairy roads. We try our best working with the agriculture, so that they can improve the dairy roads, where they get all these dairy products to the collection center, where you see the chilling center on the road. And we were told by the experience that they have, the more when they, after they put milks in cans and in barrels, when the terrain is rough, there's a drop in the fat, in the milk dairy. So the better the accessibility, it's sustain the level of product of the milk. The milk drops, the level of cream drops when the road is inaccessible and also rough. So we work together with agriculture on getting those, because they have that 1 million budget for dairy farms with the agriculture, and we do improve some. This year it was more concentrated on the dairy in Naitasiri and some in Telebu. And looking at the product, that we still cannot sustain the demand, the local demand, from as far as dairy product is. We are importing more than what we are getting, what the dairy farms are producing back home. So what we got from the data we have, that is about 70% import. That the dairy products we import from New Zealand. I think what I get from the agricultural officer, I mean, on the animal husbandry for Central Division, that it is the most farmer that produce the most milk in a month or in a week. They have a certain target that they meet, that enables them to get that award as a dairy farmer of the year. So by talking with the farmer after that award, he said that he go right up to 300 liters a week, and that is a big achievement for farmers at his age. We have been receiving reports and complaints from the farmers, and we really feel for them on the price they are receiving. And the only thing that the government is thinking is to get to negotiate with FCDL, the new dairy negotiate with them and try to settle a better price for the farmers. And that is being processed at the moment.
Do you think, sir, that the dairy industry in Fiji will grow to greater heights if they are well assisted?
Yes, certainly. If they are well assisted, I think comes a time that we won't import dairy products from New Zealand. But right now, with the less budget that we have, we are trying to sustain the current dairy farms, what we have.
That's Talk Business for tonight. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Thank you for watching. Until your next Talk Business next Tuesday. Good evening.